It's week 16 of the NFL, and our focus is on this team's towering wide receiver, who's now over 1,000 yards receiving on the season. The action is only moments away. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
It is time for football as we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The rain started earlier today. It hasn't let up much. It is going to be a wet one. Glad you're with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson. Nice and dry here in the booth, but Greg, you've been down on the field and played in one of these sloppy, wet, rainy games. What is it like?
Well, it depends what position you play. For the offensive defensive linemen, they love it. It's a little bit slower. The defense is a little bit slower to react to the ball. A lot more runs, less pass protection. So for them, they're thrilled. But for anybody who has to handle the ball on either side, offense or defense,
all right, we're just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. This crowd ready in anticipation. Their offense taking the field for the first time. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
I don't care how long you've been playing or how good of a player you are, Mike. It is inevitable in the NFL that some days it just doesn't go your way, and you're going to have a bad game. The key, though, is can you prevent that one bad performance from turning into two? And that's certainly the case here today. It's going to take a significantly better performance out of him at the quarterback position if they want to avoid another loss. And a big part of that is, can he mentally bounce back from last week, put it behind him, and come out and play to his level of football?
Now, faking the give. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap. Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down. There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
We're about ready now for the punt. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. They'll be led out by the quarterback now in his 4th NFL campaign.
Coming off a loss last time out, I think the #1 goal today, Mike, is he needs to make a bigger impact on the outcome of today's game. Last week, he was not bad by any stretch of the imagination, but it was really just a modest performance. He was okay. Well, okay at the quarterback position is not a winning formula week in and week out in the NFL. They need him to be a difference maker. They need him to be a dynamic playmaker. He's capable of all those things, and if we can get that level of play out of him today, I think they can expect a different result than last week. These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
He'll try to run for it.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
And now the punting unit will come up. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The home team's offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he's been a workhorse in the backfield this season, right there amongst the league leaders in rushing late in the campaign. His drive will start on the ground. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. Now they'll set up to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The visitors' offense ready to take over for their second possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. 2nd down and 8. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This one complete right side. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Off he goes.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
Back in the day, Mike, you know how they decided who played offense and who played defense? The guys who caught the ball better played offense, and the guys who couldn't play defense. And now, that's obviously not the case anymore. But this is one of those that still gives defensive players a bad rap.
Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down? So, the decision has been made, and they will send the field goal unit out. He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the visitors are out to an early 3-0 lead.
Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot. Your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here able to put that one through.
And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The home team's offense back onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And things starting to take shape here. 3 weeks left of the regular season. Teams making that final push for postseason berths. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll stick with him again. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down. He'll drop to throw. To the right side here. Pass is caught. 11 yards on the pass there. And that will be a 1st down. He'll look to throw. That's deep for the back of the end zone. And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Short pass taken in by the tight end. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. They'll throw out of the gun. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
On comes the punter now, as he's on here to punt this one away. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. 3-0 is our score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. A handoff as they try to run it here. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. Here now, 3rd and 5. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he's going to get there. He got the 1st down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling. Quick throw, taken in, and no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw yet again. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
Man is open, middle of the field. It is caught. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a 1st down.
They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive, and what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Quick throw, out wide, it's caught. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the 1st, so it'll bring up 4th down. So the move is for the field goal unit here. This one will be from 37 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the visitors, on the strength of 2 field goals, take a 6-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
The home team's offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They're still in search for their first points in this one, but only trailing 6-0. And this drive will begin with a 1st down. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. 3rd and long. Throwing now from the gun. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play a man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
The visitors' offense headed back to take over once more. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. Throwing over the middle. This one is complete. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. He'll get this one out to his fullback. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. Tight end going in motion here. To the air now on 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Back to the air one more time. He's going to keep carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And this is taken in by the defense.
So the biggest thing that stands out here, Mike, is the fact that the defense just continues to pursue to the ball. Every defense focuses on get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible, because if the guy in front of you, he misses the tackle or he falls down, you have to be there to make up for it. And the pursuit to the ball is not only how they're able to get him down, but it's ultimately how they're able to take the ball away.
The home team's offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. The deficit, 6 points. So a touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
This offense just continues to struggle to find any sort of rhythm. And now part of it is self-inflicted wounds. But the vast majority of their struggles has just been their inability to pass protect. You can't expect your quarterback to settle into the game and have any confidence operating out of the pocket when the second he hits his back foot, the play's over.
Good work there to get this back close to a first down. 13 on the gain. It sets up a much more manageable 3rd and 2. Now, faking the give. He'll air it out down the middle. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down. Here's their punter now, as he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The visitors' offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7. Receiver in motion, going right. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. Try to pick this one up on the ground. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. Look it up through the raindrops. No issue there, though. Fair catch, called for, and taken successfully. This team's offense ready for this next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
From out of the gun, he'll throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well. Back to throw. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
I think the most frustrating element to all of this is when quite frankly, the pass protection has just been so bad that they haven't been able to take advantage of any of it.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. He'll drop to throw. Quickly to the outside.
Use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Now a timeout for injury. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. Here's the punter now, as they are forced to kick for the 6th time today. A fair catch. He's going to call it and take it right around his own 30-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. He looks to add to them with another drive here. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Now this offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Now they'll set up to throw. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. He'll look to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Now another timeout called by this offense. They have 1 remaining as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. That's going to be incomplete. They say no to the field goal, but that backfires. They're going to come away with nothing as this first half comes to an end.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now.
And no rest for the weary. Let's get right back to it. Quarter number 3 set to begin. This one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So now this team's offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this 3rd quarter. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Going up top. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Now they'll run. It's a counter. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short. And now here comes the punt team. And a fair catch is taken. It is just inside the 20-yard line. 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
They pick up 17 through the air. That's enough for a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success. This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was no...
Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. One of his teammates is there to pick it up.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sack, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and they'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. We're about ready now for the punt. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Up the middle they go. And he'll get the first down there, a pickup of about 5 yards. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Quick throw taken in. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion. And then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way. So 2nd down, and they'll run it. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold them to 2 and bring up 3rd down. He'll try to get this one on the ground. What a run. He brings it to the red zone. Taken down inside the 20-yard line.
Man, how nice is it to have a guy like this? He's your backup running back, but he's kind of a change of pace. He's got that home run ability, and he showed it there. That was a heck of a run.
There's that man again. Another catch. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And he is going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. That play going absolutely nowhere. They come to the line needing 11 here on third down. And that is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the visitors will open up a 9-0 lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll run it on the inside handoff. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. Quick throw here is complete. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. 3rd down, 3 to go. Open man, right side. He's got it. A gain of 11 on that one. And that will be a 1st down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this. Then on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
He'll tuck it and take off. And the rookie gives himself up there at the end. That's a sign of a guy who's learned it quick, picking up the 1st down. A gain there of 13 yards. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now a give on the ground. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. Looking middle of the field. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. And he'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. No touchdowns for either side. Maybe we'll get our first here. It's 1st and goal. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. They'll try to run this one in. And he will score. Game on. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance. But can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
The extra point is good. And his guys will cut it to a 2-point lead. So the lead is down to just 2 now in the fourth quarter as they kick it off. He fields it at the 8. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5. They'll stay on the ground. And he'll bring this across midfield as this drive is taking shape. A gain of 7 on that one. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Now, a whistle. Looks like there was movement on the left side of that offensive line. Now this time they'll look to throw. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Big-time opportune sack there by the defense. Mike, they're right on the cusp of field goal range. You can't allow this to become a 2-possession ball game here in the fourth quarter. Massive 3rd down coming up here. See if they can get off the field and get the ball back to their offense.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. So it's going to bring up 4th down.
Anytime you call a running back screen, the key is the relationship between the offensive line and the running back. They have to be in sync perfectly to set up the big play. That wasn't the case here on 3rd down. He gets tackled short of the sticks.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. Right away, they'll set up to throw. This one complete right side. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 33 yards.
Big-time play there as they try to cut into this fourth quarter deficit. At this point in the game, Mike, remember, you're just going to get a couple more possessions, so you have to make the most of them, especially with the lead being this close for the taking.
A handoff here, up the middle. And this defense not allowing much there. They'll stop him at the 45. Second down and 8. To the right side here, pass is caught. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. Putting the tight end in motion. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And the rookie gives himself up there at the end. That's a sign of a guy who's learned it quick, picking up the first down. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Throwing now on 1st and 10. Throwing right. It's taken in.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. Quick throw, out wide, it's caught. And he is very close to the first down, but eyeball, he is shy of it. And they say it's 4th and inches. So now out comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This to take the lead here in the 4th. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Motion man, set right. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. A big play looming here. They need to convert. It is 3rd and inches. Now, faking the give. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll send a tight end in motion. They'll try to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. They'll turn and hand this one off. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Now they'll set up to throw. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the 4th quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that 3rd down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
To the air now on 1st and 10. He'll throw it left and has his running back.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. That's number 40 on the season for him. To the ground, a first down run. And we'll see a timeout used by the defense, stopping it right out of the break. 1:57 to go in the game. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll stick with him again. And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yardage, but it didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be 3rd down.
Let's go now.
They'll drop to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. And this one right down the middle. It's good. So it is still a one-score game, but a little more breathing room now.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
This offense and their wide receiver heading back onto the field. Here is 1st and 10. Slot receiver headed right. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll throw out of the gun. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. They have time to work with, but they have no timeouts. It's 1st and 10. The throw on the run is complete. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. This crowd, they're trying to force a false start. What noise before 3rd and inches. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Open man, left side. He's got it. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one to beat.
And he's taken down. So the fans gonna head home happy. It's a win for the hometown squad. It was a game played a driving in any way. We're going to come away from here with a well-earned victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.